Something completely different?
Well, I mean, don't you just press a different button or something when you talk to him instead?
Yes, I think it's like the button that you use to challenge someone to a card game in FF8. Or like to scout someone for Blitzball in FF10.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I would do that. I would talk to people, but I would never press the other button to like do the publicity thing. It was just one of those things that was the back of my mind that I never really thought about constantly doing while doing everything else.
Yeah, and it's another thing that, there's no way to know what the best sales pitch will be. Although that one isn't as bad because if you get it wrong, then it is possible to, after you wait a while, it is possible to try again.
So is it just like a time or a certain amount of missions?
I think it's time.
Okay.
And the one that will count is whatever the last one was that you made in that chapter.
Okay. Yeah. So you can't completely screw it up unless you just don't do it.
Yes. Because because you'll know how they react, and if you get the positive reaction message, then you'll know. Okay, I don't need to go back to that person again in this chapter.
Do you get a chocobo for actually walking around out here? Because this is a pretty big place.
I think maybe.
Because I know you in Final. I know in X you could get one.
Or maybe it's a hover. They're switching stuff to.
Oh yeah, that's right. So much technology advancement since Sin is gone. Because now they don't have to worry about the world being destroyed.
Well, it's more like they don't have to worry about a silly and pointless taboo.
Well, yeah. Well, it was only taboo because it's what caused Sin to come into existence.
Not so much.
Well, I mean, it caused a war that caused Sin to come into existence.
Yes. It caused... But the use of Machina, other than in that one particular case, doesn't cause it.
Yeah. But I mean, like... Wasn't the, what was the technology they're using for, like, the Blitzball's water spheres?
Yes, well, that part is the part of, this religious organization violates its own rules because it's corrupt.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're not allowed to do this except for this.
There's one line somewhere in Final Fantasy X that says, Yevon, it decides which Machina we may use and which we may not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I remember that. You Yevon. Fueled by spite.
Well, yeah, I mean, Sin was basically Xanarkin's ultimate weapon, right?
More or less.
Okay, so... Yeah, I was doing a lot of wondering around here. I'm not exactly sure what I was looking for.
Looking for something, apparently.
Probably. Maybe I was just trying to get to all the treasure chests.
How many treasure chests is there out here?
There are only a few, but they're really spread out. They're like on the various ends of the area. I chose this battle because of the Oversoul. Yeah.
So is Oversoul just a random impossible trigger?
No, it is not random. What happens is when the game keeps track of how many enemies of any particular type you fought, such as wolves or birds or something. Every 11th one of that type will be Oversoul.
Okay. Huh. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
So it isn't like a thing of like you want to get everything oversold and it's just a random chance going, why hasn't this happened yet?
No, it is not random.
You can just actually run around enough and you will get more sold.
Yes.
So it's possible to get more than one Oversoul in the same battle?
Not unless you have like 12 different enemies of the same type, which I don't think ever happens. You also may notice that in some battles where you have more than one enemy of the same type, nothing will be oversold at the beginning, but once you kill something, the other one of that type will be oversold. Which is because the counter,
Yeah.
has advanced enough.
Yeah. So, like, what does oversold do, actually, statistically wise?
It's different for every enemy. Sometimes it just makes it a stronger version of what it already was. Sometimes the attack pattern changes completely.
Oh, huh. So do they get more HP while oversold or no?
Generally, yes.
Okay. So does that mean if you were fighting two, you killed one, the other one got oversold, it would restore HP?
My guess is that it would restore HP equal to the difference between normal and oversold HP.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But I don't have any way of confirming that guess. Okay, yeah, I have a guide that... Yeah, it has normal and oversold stats for every enemy that can be oversold.
Yeah. I mean, you could always find out just by doing, these scan things on enemies. Scan one and that would become oversold after you kill the other one. Be a really annoying thing to try and trigger, but...
Yeah.
It'd be a way to be certain.
Yeah. Okay, so... Here's the mission I was talking about before we started the recording. Where how it actually happened was not as awesome as what I remembered.
Oh, okay. Let's find out then. Like I said, I don't remember almost anything about this game, other than major plot points.
Let's see. What was the last major plot point we encountered was the revelation that the man in the sphere that set Yuna off on her adventure was not Titus.
No, just somebody that looked oddly similar to him.
Yes. I don't think that the similarity is a coincidence. I think there's a reason for it, and I will explain it once there's more plot revealed.
Oh, for the same reason of the Uniclone person?
No. It's not the same reason.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I think after the session.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so they wanted to, one of the Calmlands attraction companies wanted to use this place for, as a tourist attraction. It didn't work.
Fiends from deep in the cave!
This place doesn't seem very...
There are still some people trapped inside.
No, it is not.
I mean, I would go here, but that's me.
To be honest, I'd had enough. I wanted to blame them for turning a place like this into
For
a
some
tourist
reason, I
attraction.
remembered Yuna actually shouting at them, but she didn't.
Left behind.
We're gonna say it's not our problem.
Kind.
I
Your friendly
mean,
neighborhood Gullwings, open for
it's
business.
not really Yuna's nature.
Unit's nature.
Oh, did I tell you what happened? Oh, I did a blind Let's Play of Super Paper Mario, and I got game over literally at the first possible moment, because I just want to, at the beginning, before you actually take control, when the guy, Merlon is telling you to take the first pure heart and start the quest, I said no enough times.
It just when it came over.
Yeah, I assumed that it would be a but thou must, but it wasn't.
Yeah, you just press no, you just keep pressing no, and they won't just stop until you press yes. But they just stopped.
Yeah, if you say no 3 times or something, he'll just say, "Then our world is doomed." Game over.
I love games that do that. It reminds me, I was recently playing Far Cry 4, and you can actually, you can basically beat the game before starting. One of your decisions is just sit there at the beginning of the game, and you do exactly what you would do if you actually just played the game, but, right there. So, it's a little ridiculous.
Okay, so the puzzle here is that everybody despite the fact that they are in mortal danger, they're still picky about how many people are in the group with them.
Yeah, no, I remember this. So stupid. It's like, well, I mean, it's a neat puzzle, but for the purpose of, like, these people, why?
So you can, if you just ignore their quirks, you can still get them all, but it'll take you several trips. If you figure out the puzzle, there is a way to get them in, like, only a few trips. Like, you can get 13 out of the 15 people in one trip.
Okay, and then you just gotta, like, basically just knowing who to get when.
Yeah, the, generally, the restrictions will be in the form of they will only be in a group with X amount of people, but if they are one of the first Y in line, then they'll be in a group of any size.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is, like, the person who stops caring if they're, you know, first in line has to be the first person, then you find the person who stops caring if they're second in line, etc. And then you end with the person who doesn't care how big the group is.
Oh yeah. But, like, is there anything special you get for just doing it in the least amount of trips, or?
No, all that you get is at the same time.
Oh. So then you could technically just take each person one by one if you really wanted to.
You could.
But that would just be amazing.
Yes, it would, because you have to rescue a bunch of them before they give you the items that restore the teleportation platforms. So Yuna is now actually ahead of everybody else because I've had her in the Lady Luck Dressphere for long enough, and she has the
double EXP?
Yes.
That's nice.
The thing that just popped up on the screen.
Yeah.
Also, you guys may notice that I've been screwing up a lot fewer times on the reels, because basically I just figured, okay, all you have to do to avoid screwing up is get one of the things in the first reel to stop on a cherry. Because anytime you get a cherry, it's something. It might be something not very good, but it's not a screw-up.
Yeah, something is better than nothing.
Well, it'll only hurt you if you get nothing. If you get if you get even the crappiest win, it won't do the dud thing, which is basically the equivalent of Gravia on the party. Although, occasionally when it happens, instead of reducing everyone's HP by 75%, it reduces everyone's HP by 100%. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or if it's intentional that...
Okay.
Yeah. It's happened to me a couple times. It has not happened to me in this playthrough yet.
That's good.
Let's hope it never does.
Yes. Another one of the things that frustrates me in Smash sometimes, there are sometimes when it seems like whatever you like, that the opponent just gets an insta-kill. Like, if they get all the parts of the Dragoon, they will always target you. They will never miss.
Yeah, no, I hate that.
The only time I have avoided being KO'd was one time after I just respawned and had 0% damage.
Oh god, this is one of my most hated things with the moment.
Yeah, so, of course, there are a lot of undead enemies in here.
Yeah.
Some of them...
Oh, god, I remember so many times in X that Stonehewn just hitting everybody game over.
Yeah, Yuna is wearing a ribbon right now, so it won't happen.
Oh god, it's so hard to actually get a ribbon in Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, there are at least 2 that you can get in this game. Maybe 3. I don't remember.
There's like a bunch of really crazy stuff you have to do to get a ribbon in Final Fantasy X. Like, and it's almost required if you want to get some of the best stuff, because you have to, like, kill these enemies that are essentially
Malboros.
impossible otherwise.
Like Malboros.
Yeah, like, because there's an encounter which is a Malboro and a Monolith, and this Malboro always gets an ambush.
Even if you have, like, first strike?
Maybe not. Maybe if that's not the circumstance. But Bad Breath is the first thing what they will always do once they have their turn.